Welcome to Hop Coast. Here, stories do not begin with greetings and do not end with conclusions. Here, we speak of places that exist even when no one dares to speak of them. In Nha Trang, night does not fall from the sky, it rises from the water. First, reflections disappear. Then, sounds fade. Then, time itself begins to loosen. And only the sea remains as it was long before the city, the lights, and the people who believed the shore belonged to them. The sea near Nha Trang has never been just the sea. For those who have lived here for generations, it is a vessel of memory, too deep to be carried onto land. Fishermen say the water remembers every name spoken at its edge and every death that happened without witnesses. That is why there are stretches of coastline people do not ask about and are warned not to visit after sunset. They are called cursed, not because something dramatic happens there, but because the same thing always happens. A person suddenly feels it is time to leave without understanding why. By day, these shores look ordinary. Sand, stones, sparse trees, sometimes abandoned boats. But at night, they become too precise. Waves arrive at perfectly even intervals. The wind stops without warning, and the air grows heavy, as if filled with someone else's breath. Birds do not fly over these places. Dogs refuse to come close, and if they do, they freeze and retreat, tails low, as if they heard something never meant for human ears. In Vietnamese belief, a person who dies at sea without proper burial rites cannot enter the world of ancestors and cannot return among the living. Their spirit becomes what is known as forgotten. Forgotten spirits do not seek revenge. They seek presence. They need someone to stand again where their life ended. That is why they do not frighten directly. Instead, they create a sense of wrongness, a subtle pressure, a quiet urge to stay just a little longer. On cursed shores, it is especially dangerous to speak names aloud. It is believed that a spirit can remember a name and begin repeating it in a whisper, not immediately, but days or even weeks later. A person starts hearing their own name in the sound of water, in the wind, in footsteps behind them, and if they answer, even silently, the connection is made. After that, the sea does not let go easily. Elders tell of lights seen along these shores at night, not fishing lanterns, not reflections of stars, but faint, trembling points of glow, as if someone were walking along the water carrying a lamp. These lights never approach and never drift away. They move parallel to the shore, tracing its curves, as though checking that everything remains as it should be. People say these are the souls of those who never returned home, still walking the line between sea and land. Many cursed stretches of coast coincide with ancient Cham ritual grounds. Before the arrival of the Viet, offerings were made here to spirits of the sea, the wind, and the depths. When the temples were destroyed and the rituals forgotten, the bond did not disappear. It simply lost its explanation. Abandoned faith does not die. It becomes a shadow of itself, settling into water, stone, and sand. Attempts to build on these places always ended the same way. Houses fell into decay too quickly. Appliances failed. Residents complained of heavy dreams and the constant feeling of being watched. Some claimed they heard footsteps in the corridors while everyone slept, or felt someone sit on the edge of the bed. These houses were never empty for long. People left too quickly for them to become ruins. The most dangerous places are where rivers meet the sea. In Vietnamese mythology, such crossings are fractures where spirits lose their direction. The water belongs neither to land nor to ocean, and souls trapped between worlds gather there. Even today, fishermen avoid river mouths after sunset and leave food or incense on the shore, not as a plea for protection, but as a sign of respect. There is a belief that the sea occasionally seeks a replacement. When a spirit has remained bound to the shore for too long, it begins to draw the living not to drown them, but to pass its place on. In those moments, a person feels an unnatural calm, a complete absence of fear, as if stepping into the water were a return home. That is why people are warned never to enter the sea at night on cursed shores, even when the water looks warm and perfectly still. Even today, when Nha Trang glows with lights and presents itself as a modern resort, these places remain untouched. Tourists pass by without stopping. Locals instinctively change their route. The sea here is always darker, the sound of waves more muted, the air thick with memories that do not belong to the living. If you find yourself on such a shore and feel the urge to stop, you have come too close to something that does not need witnesses. In moments like that, you must leave quietly and without looking back, because the sea does not like being recognized. If you were drawn You are drawn to stories about boundaries, forgotten places, and what hides behind familiar landscapes. Stay with Hop Coast. There are many more stories ahead best listened to at night, when the sea stops being background and becomes